بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. Again, we continue our journey to remind ourselves about the roadmap to ikhlas, the roadmap to sincerity. We talked last time about the roadblocks in the way to ikhlas, subhanAllah. It is the difficulty ease. It is very easy if you make it easy to yourself, but it's not as easy as what you think. The more you read about it, the more you find it has a lot of angles that we need to fix, inshallah. I'll share with you a nice story. And in the Islamic history, it's in the book of Ibn Qutayba, في عيون الأخبار, the eyes of the news. It mentioned the Muslim leader at that time, Maslama ibn Abd al-Malik. He was, surrounding the enemy in their fortress, and he's trying to get into the walls, and he's trying to, and then find an opening in the wall. And he wants someone to volunteer to get into the enemy's land. And he asked someone to volunteer, and nobody did because they are, scared from the situation. Until someone came out of the nowhere from the army of the Muslims. Nobody knows about him, and he went through that opening, and he could open the door for the Muslims to come into the enemies, and they won, alhamdulillah. After the victory, the leader of the army gathered them to celebrate, and he asked, I want that person that nobody knows about him to come forward, and he wants to give him a reward for that. And he asked him to come, and he did not want to come out. He did not show up. So he made an announcement. He said, it's an order that he should come to my khayma, or the area of the leader, afterwards, and he gave the permission to the security to allow him in. So after some time, a man came to the security, and he asked permission to meet with the leader, because this was an order for the leader. He has to fulfill that. And he said, are you Sahib al-Naqb? They give him a name, Sahib al-Naqb, the man who went through this opening. He said, I will let you know about him. Will let you know about him. I have a news about him. And then he get permission. He permitted to meet with Maslama ibn Abd al-Malik. And once he came in, he said, are you the man who did that? He said, I will let you know about him, but he has three conditions. Three conditions. First, nobody ask about where he from, his tribe. He doesn't want anyone to locate his family. The second, he does not want any reward, like monetary or anything rewarded to him. And the third, he asked his name not to be mentioned to the Khalifa at that time. So the leader, he said, okay, those conditions are accepted. And he said, I am that person. He said, I am that person. After that, Muslim ibn Abd al-Malik, every time he makes dua, he said, oh Allah, gather me with this person, Sahib al-Naqb. He gave him a name. He doesn't know him. Only Allah knows about that person. SubhanAllah. So this tells us about the importance of ikhlas, sincerity. He wants to get the reward. He doesn't want anyone knows about him. And this reminds me about those qualities that the person has to attain. There was hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, hadith sahih. It says, "Tuba al-abdin akhidun bi'anani farasihi fi sabilillah." Glad tidings to a man, a servant, a worshipper to Allah, who is taking his horse for the sake of Allah. أشعث رأسه مغبرة قدماه إن كان في الحراسة كان في الحراسة. He was appointed to be in the security. He is doing that. He's doing it for the sake of Allah. إن كان في الساقة كان في الساقة. If he is giving the water to the rest of the people, he is doing that. And this is the most important. The most important, he's doing it for the sake of Allah. He doesn't look to be known, or he's not to be getting attention of others. You know, the spotlight, the more you are close to the spotlight, your shadow would be increased. Like you see, your shadow is huge. you forget sometimes about your real size is. Sometimes people, when they have achievement or they have something unique, they think, oh, because I'm smart, because my wealth is, or because of my family is, he's doing this. But he forget that Allah Azza wa Jal, fadlun min Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, anything that he do is he did it because of Allah. ابن عطاء الله السكندري يقول ادفن وجودك في أرض الخمول فما نبت مما لم يدفن لا يتم نتاجه. ابن عطاء الله يقول ادفن وجودك في أرض الخمول. Bury your existence in the earth of inattention. Nobody knows about that. فما نبت مما لم يدفن لا يتم نتاجه. The cultivation that comes from the seeds on the surface of the dirt does not produce anything. Does not produce anything. So be careful about this one thing in the road to ikhlas. And one more thing that's very important, when ayah, subhanAllah, I used to read it, and until I read the translation, and inshallah I will finish. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Surah Al-Mu'minun 60, ayah 60, وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْتُونَ مَا آتَوْا وَقُلُوبُهُمْ وَجِلَةٌ أَنَّهُمْ إِلَىٰ رَبِّهِمْ راجعون. وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْتُونَ مَا آتَوْا وَقُلُوبُهُمْ وَجِلَةٌ أَنَّهُمْ إِلَىٰ رَبِّهِمْ راجعون. And they who give what they give, while their hearts are fearful, because they will be returning to their Lord. Those who give what they give, and their hearts are fearful when they return to their Lord. And Sayyidah Aisha, when she read this ayah, and she said, "Oh Rasulullah, those who are the people who steal and commit adultery and drink alcohol, and they should fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala." Then the Prophet ﷺ corrected and he said, no, those who are, they pray, they fast, they donate, and they fear Allah Azza wa Jalla. They fear that Allah might not accept what they did. Subhanallah. They fear it's for us. Those who do good deeds, they do a lot of, mashallah, charity work. They pray, they fast, and sometimes their intention might not clear. Your relationship with Allah is sometimes diverted by people. Somebody give you, words of mashallah and hamd and all that. Sometimes, if you don't take it in the proper way, make all what you did goes away. أقول قولي هذا استغفر الله لي ولكم وجزاكم الله خير.